Yours, I shipped some goodies off that Nelson. Got a good 5 and 12 volt tap transformer, that's still good. Some good capacitors, and they all tested fine. Even got the super capacitor off there, so that was still okay. I did put power straight into the primary of that transformer, and this still doesn't work, so this thing died good. It bent to pins when the shockwave of the bloody explosion. Got ripped out. Here's this other meter I didn't even know I had. Just found this one. This is a Schlumberger Indigo Plus. Big ass terminal cover. I think the reason being it might have had a little GSM room for RS-232 module and GSM module in there. Taken this seal out to reset everything. MD reset, which I think is maximum demand, I'm pretty sure. But let's plug it in, give it a test. It's a pretty light meter, that one. A very light meter. This will use hall sensors, this one. $14,594 kilowatt hour, 7621 on that rate. Max demand, which I've reset, so you turn that, press it. It says no, because I've already reset it before. I had 67 or something, somewhere around there. 67,000 kilowatt hours. What happens if I hold that? Menu. Let's see, it's a made in France, 273, not an energy limited, 269 days, 30-minute 2-channel memory, and it's got 2002, the year it was made. 3 times 240, 415 volt, 3 times /5 for 10 amp, so I need CTs, 50 hertz, yeah, lithium ion battery in there, as it says here. I wonder why they pulled this out of service. $239 volt. Yellow volts. Blue volts. They only got one phase connected. Nothing imported. Haven't imported anything. Or used anything. Power factor is 1. Interesting. I've also got a heap of ABB meters. I might get one of those out, see what they're like inside. They're a big ugly thing, that's for sure. Bloody no, I've got 9 of these bloody things. Programmable polyphase meter, ABB, made in the UK. Ugly bloody thing. That's one ugly meter. There's a backup battery in there with a GSM modem. You really can't beat the analog meters, that's for sure. But these electronic ones, although they are junk, they don't last very long, but for parts, like terminal screws, they're bloody awesome for that. Even get some of these screws. I know some of these screws and some of the other analog meters are damaged. Some of them, if I ever run short of terminal covers for some of the other meters, I got the single phase in particular. I got these screws here which should match all the threads. So I won't have to make do with some homemade screws that actually screw into the thingy on the terminal cover and risk damaging the brass insert in the meter itself. I could just raid one of these from one of these crappy meters. Have some spares. Interesting. There's the antenna. Another module can go in there, and that's the GSM modem with a battery in it. SIM card and everything goes in there. Looks like the battery's buggered because it's swollen, and that's all bulging up. Heh. SIM card base, this one. Made in the EC by Falcon GmbH. What's EC? European Commission? Don't know. Got the seal cutting behind there. I've got some extra bits and pieces. RST32 module release. So there's a little thing there to release it. Must press that, do we? Oh, there we go. Oh, made in the UK. So they can go in there and there. They can have either go there or there. So it's two provisions here. A bit rattly. That's the interface module. Serial communications and multi-drop module. The output 10 volt DC 80 milliamps. That's how to wire it up. Let's wire this up and give it a test. See what the functions are on this thing. Get that off somehow. Alright, let's wire it up and see what the functions are. Oh, let's power this one up. ABB metering, 1997-2001, copyright. Battery warning. Dot matrix display. 1,680,638 kilowatt hours. Whoa, that's done some work. 897,418 kilowatt hours. Max demand. Off peak, 783,000 kilowatt hours. Take a second at the 12:13, 11:59. Well, that's 1 o'clock, so normal time there. Camera picking up anything in there? No. Utility section. VT ratio. I was going to say voltage transformer. Current transformer ratio. Phase A, 239.00 volts. Not connected. Not connected. Amps, nothing's been hooked up. Power factor. Overall power factor. Phase rotation. It's got all sorts of information on it. Oh, the utility uses that. Okay, that's what the utility company uses to see what's going on. Let's tear it down, see what it's like inside. But let's plug one of these into it, see what it does. The battery warning might not come on. It's making noises. Yep, it's working. She's on. That's working. There we are. Let's turn it off and tear it down. Seems it all still works, but I said battery warning, so that battery's buggered. That's one of the reasons I would have threw this out. Oh, let's see what it's like inside this thing. All the brains are inside there. First electronic meters are pulled apart. It does not smell like a hospital ward. That's some quality stuff. Look at that. Panasonic capacitors. 400 volt ones too. Sweet. Let's see, 2002, that mould date. And the copyright thingy on the circuit board said 1998. There's really good quality components in this thing. MOVs. Ceramite. 2 kV. Front bit there, where the brains are. Backup battery there. Let's see, 105 degrees Celsius, so the caps. Big ass resistors. The phases go into those resistors, and the power supply. It's a switch mode based. There must be CTs in there on this one. Let's see. There's all the brains, a TDK. If I can get the spec, 708A6501C. Mitsubishi chip there. Firmware on there. Some 1.5K diodes, whatever fast diodes of some sort. ABB metering systems $9.99. I wonder what's under that cover. If I unplug that, I can just unplug all the connectors to get this board out. See what those CTs are like. Neutral block. There must be hall sensors in. They're interesting. Ferrite, like a ferrite core on them. The current's picked up through there. Interesting to pull one of those out and see what they actually like. It's an interesting device. Current pickups. I'll pull one apart and see what they look like in there. Never seen any bloody, I'm assuming there's current transformers, but just real heavy duty ones. Never seen one quite like that before though. Get a very good look at the board here. This has got better protection on it, a lot more MOVs on this one. One for each phase. Yeah, the one for each phase. RF shield there. Little transformer there. And that's, I think that's what drives it. All good quality Panasonic capacitors. The rest of all bloody SAMWA. We've got LG and Samsung syndrome using SAMWA capacitors. But they're 105 degrees Celsius rated. And let's take one of these out. Very interesting, I've never seen anything quite like that before. This goes in there, it's got 3 wires going into it, clamped in a bit of ferrite, and the current goes through there and somehow picks it up. I'm assuming it must be magnetic. As the current goes through, creates a magnetic field, and the meter picks up through those little signal wires, judging by the magnetic field, and picks up and gives a current reading through that, and that's how it senses the current. That's I'm assuming how it works, but I've never seen one quite like that before. 11th month in 1998. Here's the RS-232 communications module here. Not much to it, there's some little connections in there. 1999, that one there. ABB metering systems. Little transformer there. There we are. Now this did say battery fail. Now I think here I was thinking it was that battery, and that's a completely different thing altogether. It's a backup battery that you're seeing here in a circuit board. The main backup battery in there has actually gone dead. So that's probably one of the main reasons why these are discarded. Not designed to be repaired, these things, only designed to be, only supposed to last about 10 years, and then they change them all the time. These become obsolete so quick it's not bloody funny. So the smart meters I've got now, probably another 5 or 10 years time, they'll be throwing them out and putting the newer ones out again. So these things are like bloody iPhones and iPads, they're just changing all the time. Snapping this here up, I've got 2 Phillips head screws. Actually no, they're bloody Torx, they're Torx screws. Hope I got a size to fit them. That'll be right, I don't have the bloody correct size Torx bit for those screws. What a bugger. Hate one of these buggers of sizes of screws like that. It's just like a little internet modem, that's all it is. And it's got a backup battery there that turns it on, and it's on. So, yeah, not designed to last very long. Commission date 2002. So it's bloody what, 10 years old, that's it. 11 years old this thing. They don't last. Anyway, let's look at one of the other meters I've got, one of these Enermet meters. Yeah, this might be interesting. Wonder what they're like inside. This one here now, I've taken the seals off. Master button there. Oh, good little bloody cable glands. Sweet. Even things with little terminal blocks on my ZVS. Awesome. Yeah, little nuts, the nut and bolt assembly for them as well. And there's the RS-232 communications module there. Oscillating transformer. Everything's isolated. That goes in there, clicks in, and this has been clicks in there, and that goes to a little module that goes under here. 1998, 9th 1998, a mould mark on that. Let's wire it up first and see what happens. I'll plug all this back in. We'll wire it up and see what the features are. Then we'll tear it down, see what it's like inside. Tear it up. Oh, that's got a cool display like that. That's a cool font. Error 01. See you later. Alarm. It's even backlit. Whoa. He's got a really cool bloody LCD. That's cool. The red button to end. Not picking up any infrared pulses anywhere? No, not the infrared pulse light. No, that's actually programming it actually. That's your programming port. Alarm. Yeah, because I think someone's messing with it. Damn. It's all backlit and everything. Here's a fancy meter. 63,000 kilowatt hours, 43,000 on that one. Hasn't really done much. If I hold that red button down, wonder what happens. Nothing happens. Something behind there. Anyway, it's an E785A NVQ, 3-phase 4-wire, 3 times 340, 415 volt, 2.5 to 15 amp, 50 hertz, so it's a CT meter. Yeah, there we are. Negative 20 to plus 70 degrees Celsius. Has a better temperature range than these bloody modern smart meters I just installed. So these actual smart meters, this technically is a smart meter. This, the ABB, all the GSM modems, and there's the other ones down there. All the email ones that had modems in them as well. They must have just upgraded to these other smart meters that they mandated. They just working and upgraded the what do they call it? The bloody 3G system or the 4G system's been upgraded, so they keep changing them all the time. So they'll keep bloody throwing away all those bloody meters to keep them up to date. Anyway, let's open it up. Huh. Capacitor store and charge in there. This one's a more advanced bit of kit. Very advanced bit of kit. There's a backup battery which goes on like that. Clicks in there. So Sanyo laser lithium battery, 3 volt. Year 2000. Might be a bit flat now. Backup capacitors, 0.68 farads, 5.5 volts. And there's 2 of those. And the Elna brand. 18th week of 1998. The date code on those. And these things are a good source of supercapacitors. Useful those. Only that, take that comes off from there. That's your plug board, which the other modules plug in down there. Yeah, something as simple as a battery dying, no, throw it out. It's not worth repairing these, as the technology changes so much. Anyway, I'll undo these screws and we'll get to the rest of the insides. Looks pretty interesting down there. Okay, I've always got the bottom part out. It's a shield there, goes around the current transformers. I think they are. I think they're CTs. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're CTs. High quality Philips capacitor. It's a 100 microfarad, 450 volt. Very high quality stuff. 25/105/56 codes on there. Another Philips capacitor. Got special coating on this circuit board to make it waterproof, like a car ECU. Very high quality stuff. This is protection against moisture and everything in this thing. MOVs for all the phases. And that varnish on that purpley stuff is plastic coating. High quality resistors. And a module there. That's for the brains. 3rd of the 5th 1999, version 1.10. That's the actual firmware of the meter itself on that. Just plugs in there. More brains in there. This is just plugs in there. There's more firmware there. 21st of the 11th 2000. There you go. Very high-end bit of kit. This is probably the best well-made meter yet of the digital type. Very well made. Even got an adjustable hook on there. Pop the little thing in and slide it out to your desired height, depending on where a mountain board you got it sitting on. Now I've buggered this thing up completely. Took this front cover off, which is not supposed to come off, and ripped the bloody LCD connector off. That was just stuck on there. Just sticks on there and that's it, you don't ever take it off. So that's kind of a cheap design. For me to say bloody well made it with this sort of thing. Yeah, it's buggered. That won't reconnect now. Yeah, no screen. Except for maybe for a little T. Yeah, it won't work. It'll probably just pick up a bit of a short and that's it. Yeah, see? It's getting a bit of a short now. Yeah. I'll bugger that up. I'll bugger that up. That's it. Then we're supposed to take those screens off. It's buggered. Oh well. Salvage this one for parts. Which is what I'm going to do with them anyway. I suspect you still got voltage. Let's see. Okay, this other Enermet had a big ass Fandangle terminal cover on it. I wonder why it was so big. It's actually got this built into it. An extra GSM modem, which takes a SIM card. Wavecom, Wismo within. Integrated modem. Red capacitors. What a brand they are. High quality stuff. Very high quality stuff. Doesn't say what brand they are, but they're all 105 degrees Celsius rated. 47 microfarad, 400 volt, Nippon Chemicon. It plus inductor there. Some filtering. Power goes in there. So power from the line goes in there. Powers this modem up. Then the communications from the RS232 of the meter goes in there. I wonder what frequency this works on. If I could use this on the computer. Like a USB stick modem. Or something like that. That'd be cool. I doubt it though. Plugs in there. Which plugs into the one of these RS232 modules. That talks to the meter. Which then goes into here. Which goes to this modem. Which makes this thing a smart meter. It can be done remotely. So this technically is a smart meter. Tells you how to connect it all. To neutral, it's probably active, which would have went in there. Yeah, power in. The line goes in there from the terminal block. And that goes into your meter. And that powers this modem up. And that's your antenna. And that makes this thing a smart meter. Yeah, it is too. There you are, the wiring thing there. That goes in there. Like that. There you go, went in there like that, and that goes on top of that. You can change it between the serial and RS232. Interesting. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.